Good morning. Hope you're having a good Friday already. I brought out this book. I often refer back to the Daily Om, and I just happen to often randomly open it and see what I'm expected to read, what's meant to be, what's the message. And I thought today was interesting, especially with Mother's Day coming up, a time when we celebrate mothers and we're kind of encouraged to check in with our concept of family, whether you're still a family alive, whether you have chosen family. I like to celebrate some of the women in my life who were brought into my life like mother figures, especially because I don't have my mother. These women and my relationship with them are almost in a way more important. So today's reading is Evolving Generations, Breaking Family Cycles. It is easy to believe that in leaving our childhood homes and embarking upon the journey of adulthood, we've effectively removed ourselves from harmful and self-perpetuating familial patterns. In looking closely at ourselves, however, we might discover that our behaviors and beliefs are still those that were pressed upon us by our youth, by our parents, by our grandparents, and those who preceded them. I had a friend recently who was having a few marriage issues, and I said to her, when you think about it, she's in a blended family. I know so many blended families where there's two sets of kids, and even if they're adult kids, there can be a lot of challenges in the relationship. And I said, when you're all in one room together, it's not just you and your partner and all your new blended kids, it's also how you were parented, how your parents were parented, the ex-spouses. So we can't lead a life in a vacuum thinking it's just how we live, how we parent. We carry with us samskaras from all these other adults that have helped raise us. And you can either choose to repeat them, or sometimes we go to the extremes to be the opposite. We may find ourselves unconsciously perpetuating cycles of previous generations, such as fear of scarcity or not having enough, difficulty showing affection, and secrecy patterns. I feel like Costco basically appeals to the boomer generation that just came out of the Depression, and that scarcity feeling kind of taps into that buying a lot. The transmission of negative patterns from one generation to the next is not inevitable. It is possible to become to the end point of a negative family cycle that's thrived for generations and exhausted and can exert their influence no longer. Breaking the pattern is a matter of overcoming these values imprinted on you. Just being aware is important to break these cycles. It doesn't even have to be bad things. To replace them with pure love, tolerance, and conscious awareness. And I've been speaking a lot about Dr. Mark Hyman, and he's been speaking lately about trying to get away from the word of hereditary or genetics for some of our health issues. Quite often, we're just repeating the same patterns that our parents did. So is it environmental that we have these health issues, or is it actually genetic? Can I reverse what my genes or my family kind of predispose me to? Even if you struggle with cumulative effects of family cycles, are an expression of established modes of living and a reflection of the strife your ancestors were forced to endure, that's a whole other discussion. You can still liberate yourself from being under their influence. The will to divest yourself of old forms of familiar energy and carry forth a new loving energy may be coming a way of an epiphany. You could one day simply realize that certain aspects of your earlier life have negatively affected your health, your happiness, or your ability to evolve as an individual separate from your childhood. Or you might find that in order to transcend long-standing patterns of limiting beliefs, irrational behavior, and emotional stiltedness, you have to question your values and earnestly examine how your family has impacted your personality. And it doesn't have to always be negative, just kind of standing outside and taking a look. Only when you understand how generational cycles have influenced you can you gain freedom from them. In order to truly change, you must give yourself permission to do so. Breaking family patterns is in no way an act of defiance or betrayal. It's important that you trust yourself implicitly when determining the behaviors and beliefs that will help you overwrite the generational-based cyclical value system that has limited your individual potential. Many people are on the earth at this time to break negative family cycles. All of you are true pioneers. I don't think in the past few generations we really noticed or talked about this. We just said it is what it is. It's what our family does. Well, it doesn't have to be what your family does if it doesn't serve you. In disrupting these patterns, you'll discover that your ability to express your feelings and needs grow exponentially, and that you can embark upon a journey towards greater well-being that can be positively impacted generations to come. So positive impact. I often will say, I refuse to believe just because the generations before you did something that you have to continue doing it. So we're gonna work on balance and thighs today. I like that there's some poses we do that kind of put those two things together. We've had some great feedback from you guys, and that's kind of the thing you would like. I do always welcome feedback because I kind of want to know what you want to work on. So we're going to come to the mat and start as we always do. Yes, that's kind of a pattern, but the therapeutics we do here, I do repeatedly because they feel really good in my body when I do them. Let's start in constructive rest. Feet are flat on the floor, one fist width apart. Arms by your side, soft 45. I'm going to turn my palms up. I may have to move further over here. And initially, I just flop down. What do I notice? The hardness of my bones pressing through my flesh, meeting the floor, whether your floor is hard or soft. Now I want you to kind of engage a bit of the flesh so that you actually are awake and alive, almost like pinching yourself. So feet press down, bum squeeze to center, hips rise a little. And what do you notice about the muscles that were required to lift you? I feel my thighs immediately kind of turn on. Sometimes you might feel a burn. Squeeze the bum, lift the hips, and slowly lower down. So I want you to become aware of what happens in your body when you turn it on and you're present. Feet root, hips rise, squeeze your hips, push your thighs to center, lift, and lower down. I want you to feel that toning, burning, awakening in the bum and the thighs. Squeeze the glutes, lift your hips, maybe roll your shoulders under, and let's take 2 breaths here. If this is uncomfortable in your lower back, you're either engaging the glutes to support the lower back, or you are coming back down. 2 breaths. Inhale 1. Exhale. Keep squeezing those thighs to center as if something was between your knees, and then lower back down. Now we're going to do the same thing with a book or a block between your thighs. So you're going to open your knees. I like to take it horizontal like a Pez candy. Squeeze between my inner thighs. There's that isometric pressure we talk about. Squeeze and lift. Option to roll your shoulders under. 2 breaths here. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. I'm finding it hard to squeeze this block. Inhale 1. Exhale, squeeze the thighs. Inhale 2. Exhale, release. Woohoo! And, knees to chest, little boat. I don't know why my back was sore today. I think I sat at a desk a lot yesterday. Let's take our knees to the floor on the left, double leg spinal twist. Open the arm out to a T. Notice the resistance. Where does it lie in your body? Help your knees come to center. Let's take them to the floor on the right. Double leg spinal twist. And then bring that shoulder in as part of it. Back to center. Rocking side to side, little boat or circles. Let's take right leg in. Left leg extends. I'm going to take a breath here and pause. Waiting for your hip to receive this. Hey Google, turn music up. Left hand takes right knee over, single leg spinal twist. This is my juicy favorite twist. Now you have an option here, soft and relaxed, flexed at a right angle, this thigh, foot flexed, or extend the leg flexed at a hovering. Flex both feet, engage the glutes. Wake up the muscles in the lower half of your body. And then back to the sky, little boat. Left leg in, right leg extends. Pause. Just let yourself feel that for a moment. Right hand takes left knee over, single leg spinal twist. Option to stay here or flex or extend and flex. One more breath. Inhale, one. Exhale, leg to the sky. Little boat. Or I've been defaulting to egg beaters a lot more lately for my hips. Let's take the hands to the knees and help the knees fall as wide as they naturally go without forcing it. Ankles dangle, 2 breaths here. Inhale, 1. Exhale. Inhale, 2. Can you feel a little sense of letting go or separation, maybe widening of the hips on the exhale? Inhale. Exhale. Option, take your hands to inner knees, flex the feet, gently add some counter pressure, or rock side to side. And let's take the knees now, they're still wide. I'm going to walk my hands down the shins, wide double leg wind relieving pose. And then coming into setup for happy baby. Keep it wide. You're adding a little bit of counter pressure behind the thighs. Option to come into full happy baby. Option to rock side to side. Soles of the feet together. Pause. Feet to the floor, knees wide, arms in cactus. Let's take 3 breaths in reclined goddess. Inhale, 1. Exhale. Inhale, 2. Exhale. Inhale, 3. Exhale, close the legs. Feet in the air, let them dangle, 2 breaths. Inhale, 1. Exhale, feel my lower back pressing into the floor. It's being supported by the earth. Inhale, 2. Exhale, now start to roll up the ankles. My friend broke her ankle earlier this year, a couple months, maybe a week or two, no, sorry, a couple months ago. And she's like, why is my knee not able to bend, but it was my ankle was a problem? And I said, there's that interconnectivity. If we immobilize the ankle all this time, this poor knee as a result was also immobilized. We also have the fear of hurting it again. So these 2 pieces, until she feels that her ankle's totally healed, her knee is going to kind of tense up as well and may continue into the hips and lower back. Roll up the ankles. So I'm doing egg beaters with the full legs. That feels really good. It's going all the way to the core. It's opening up my hip. And then coming to stillness, let's take the strap to the ball of the right foot. Slowly lower left leg. And you might bring that leg a little closer to you, stretching the hamstring. Listen to what your body's needing. Both straps in the right hand, take that leg to the side. Pause. Back to the sky, strap in the left hand and across the midline. Back to the sky, get rid of the strap. Egg beaters again. Feet in the air, flex, right leg lowers. Strap to the ball of the left foot. And maybe you want to stir that leg. Both straps in the left hand, take that leg out to the side and pause. You always have the choice, right hand can hold the right hip down or arm comes to a T. Back to the sky, strap in the right hand across the midline. Back to the sky, get rid of the strap. Egg beaters, one more time. And let's do shoelace to finish our work on the floor. Right knees into chest, right leg over left. Pull those knees in. And maybe you're going to walk the hands down the shins. Flex your feet, pull it in deeper. And notice that the shift of the tension went from thigh to hip and now into glute. Shake it out. Other side. Left over right. Stack the knees, stack the thighs, pull it in. Option to grab your ankles, flex. And shake it out. Let's roll on our side and come into a side fetal position. 2 breaths. Inhale 1. Exhale. Inhale 2. Exhale. Upright extended child's pose. Today, it's funny how every day if you go to your closet, that can also be a trip down memory lane. I hadn't worn this shirt in probably a year. It's like one of my favorite colors, almost like a baby mint green ocean tumble glass color. Everything in my life is this color. And it brings me happiness to see certain colors. Maybe you have one that makes you happy. You could analyze it and link it to the chakra, or you could just enjoy it. Okay, let's come into tabletop. Quickie cat cow, bum in the air, look up. Engage the core, turn it to cat. Inhale cow. Exhale cat. Inhale cow. Exhale cat. Neutral, tuck. And option to walk your heels in to bring it into a nice deep hamstring stretch. Shift your weight back. Actually, you could go forward and back. There's the stretch of the hamstring when I shift my weight back. Arms to the side, rise, wide. Reach up, exhale, fold, swan dive. Half back, fold, lower. 1 breath, sleeping cobra. Inhale. Exhale. Pick up your head, baby cobra. Press back, downward dog. And once more, that option to try to bring heels to the floor to stretch the hamstrings. Right foot forward, left foot back. Rise. Hands release. Feet together. Fold. Rise. Heart center. Keep it going. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Half back. Fold. Lower down. Sleeping cobra. Picking up the heart, baby cobra. Press back, downward dog. Left foot forward, right foot back, high lunge or low, whatever works in your body. Hands release, feet together, fold, rise, heart center. We're gonna do 1 more on each side. Inhale up, exhale, fold. Half back, fold, plant. Maybe you like chaturanga. Sleeping cobra, 1 breath. Exhale. Next choice, taking the back bend a little bigger. Maybe you're coming to regular cobra, baby cobra, or up dog. Down dog. Right foot forward, left foot back. High lunge. Hands release. Feet together, fold. Rise, heart center. 1 last side. Hopefully this is waking you up. Inhale up, exhale, fold, half back, fold, plant. However you lower down. Sleeping cobra, inhale, exhale, pick up your heart. Press back, downward dog. Left foot forward, right foot back. Rise, find stability. There's that balance that we're gonna need. And hands release, feet together, fold, rise, heart center. Awesome. So today we're putting together thigh engagement as well as balance. Before we start on that, I would really like us to come onto the floor. We haven't done this one in a while. I actually have to fix our camera because it's looking at the ceiling. Will that help? Just a little. Not really, it's going back to its old habits. Look at that, Sam Scars with the camera. Okay, coming onto the side. We love this one. Option to go with the block on the ankle if you want even more engagement. Flex that left foot. I'm stacked, sorry, on the right side. Bones are stacked, head is supported. Flex, and you're going to rise as high as the side tibia or hip wants you to go. Toes pointing forward. Try not to slip up. Toes don't go to the ceiling. Rise and slowly come back down. Both legs are engaged even though the upper leg's doing all the work. Option to come forward. Oh. Center. Back. Oh, and there's a tendency to want to move your hips to accommodate this. Up. Down. Forward. Back, and I won't do it too much because it's not a glute class, and release. We're going to do one more version of this. Flex, right leg under, hover, option to come arms free. We call this the chopsticks sometimes, chopsticks, and release. And the last version, throwing alignment to the wind, grabbing that foot. If you haven't gone to Farm Boy yet, I can't recommend it enough. I like the one in Newmarket. It's not busy at all. There's almost nobody in it. It's so clean. It's so healthy. It's not crazy expensive. It's owned by Sobeys. It's also available through Voila. But what I love is there's a lot of healthy alternative non-meat foods. The produce section is beautiful. They have a fresh chip wagon inside. They have so many good prepared meals. I got, my favorite thing is this shrimp dim sum package in the frozen section, and it comes with a variety of different shrimp dumplings that you put in your own steamer. I'll add a little bit of sesame oil to the water and serve it with some stir-fried greens. There's my dinner. Tastes like a restaurant. And then side child's pose. They're famous for their juices, their homemade food, so many meat alternatives. Their meat department is considered very high quality, really good seafood, but it's just quiet, clean, calm, no one's there. Staff is so sweet. Let's do the other side. Flex. I'm going to see how high. Oh, this side is much tighter today. Come back down, and now we want to work with the forward. Forward, center, back. Don't twist your body to try to get back. Forward. So we're going to be doing the same action standing in a moment. And maybe up, and then down. Now we're going to add the core. So here comes balance in an unconventional way. We think of standing when we think of balance, but it can come at lots of different times throughout your day and through your daily life. Flex, right foot top, left leg under. Option to try with the arms too. Balanced on my hip flesh. Knees down, side child's pose. And then let's come all the way back up. Quickie thigh stretch. This is for you, Yana. This keeps coming up in different Instagram feeds for physio. Love this stretch. So I'm going to sit back on my knees. Not all of you are able to do this. I understand that. There's knee issues. Thighs together, ankles together. Lean back. As soon as I even just lean back a little, I feel these thighs turn on. Option to take your hands behind you and make it deeper. Knees press down, hips rise. And then come back down. And then it's almost like you're fluttering. Pelvis up, pelvis down. Feel the awakening of the thighs. Pelvis up, pelvis down. Keep those thighs together, knees root. We talk about root to rise with the feet. This is root to rise with the knees. And one more time if your knees can take it. Knees down, pelvis up. Pause, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And then come on out. There's another variation I've seen of that where we take an imaginary, actually you could hold block, and lean back. Oh, keep your knees down. Come back up. Lean back. You can even stand. I don't like this. No, I don't like that version. It hurts my knees. You can stand, squeeze together, and lean back. But I feel it on my, I don't like that. I like the seated version. Okay, body's ready. Let's focus on hand to toe. So, weight is in the center. Feet are 1 fist width apart. Shifting our weight to our left foot. Let's do bent knee version first. So, left side strong. And if you could do this in front of a mirror sometimes, see that you're not tipping and bending your body to try to get balance. You want to stay very strong and erect on one side. So let's just shift your weight into your left foot. Eyes are staring at something that's not moving. Shift And just barely lift that right foot. It's softly flexed, not really dangling. And then drop it. Right foot drops, left foot lifts, barely like I'm kicking a soccer ball. And down. Shift again. Left foot down, right foot lifts. And notice you're getting stronger and braver in your head. You're getting out of your head so that when you now come back to the right leg, flex left foot, you're able to lift that soccer ball kick a little higher. Quad turns on. Let's go to the other side. Left foot lands, right foot flex. It's either touching the heel to the floor if this is too much, or you're holding a wall, or you're rising that right leg up a little higher. This is a variation of hand to toe, but I don't have to try to touch my toe. Right foot lands, grounds, left foot flex, rise. What happens without twisting those hips? Oh, what is your range of motion? Notice that if I wanted to get really high, I can contort everything to achieve my goal, but then it's not being honest to my body. Astia is a word we talk about with I'm drawing a blank, with the yamas and the niyamas, and it's when I try to do something that's not really available in my body. Those pictures you see online, I need to abandon those pictures and try to do the yoga within my own realm. The whole point of it is to keep me here, now, in my body, in my breath. Okay, now I'm going to bend the knee similar. Left foot lands, engage the glutes, grounding on the left side, right knee bent, I'm going to fall over. Right knee bends. I was falling over because I wasn't using all 4 points of my foot. Think about your foot as a shoebox, a rectangle, equal distribution of weight, or like a brick. Flex, and my ankle's tight. Right knee rises, place it down, release. Flex, rise. Place it down, flex, rise. Let's go 2 breaths this time. Right foot lands, left foot up, flex. Another breath, inhale. Exhale, release. Other side, left foot lands, right knee up, flex. Another breath, inhale, exhale. Let's add a bit of action. Right foot lands, left knee up, flex, engage everything to center, so either staying here or slowly straighten that leg out. Today, maybe things are tight and the hamstring doesn't want to fully open or unfurl, so maybe today it's bent knee, half kicking or fully extended. Can you show your sole of the foot to me? And bring it back down. Left knee down, right knee up, flex. Slowly unfurl that leg, keeping it active and engaged. Hand to toe, no hand, and back down. Last variation. Left foot lands, right knee up, hand can hold the right knee, and can I open without twisting my pelvis? So I might not open as wide as I like. I can feel some resistance in my left dominant leg, ankle, and foot. That foundation is off, so it's throwing off my whole balance. Maybe you need a wall. Right knee up, open the gate, back to center. Maybe you want to play with it. Switch hands, take it across the midline. Open, center, midline. There's another balance piece. You could work on just that piece all day. Right foot lands, left knee up, grab it. Try not to fall over. Open, center, across the midline. Yeah, this side's much tighter. Center, open. So now we've worked with the forward back plane of our body, side to side plane of our body. Let's put it together. I'm going to start with my hands to my hips for this pose. Left foot lands, right knee up. Option to open out. Option to come inside. So I might grab the inside of my ankle and open this way. I might grab my foot, or I might use my strap. You all have done this with me before. Maybe today you're going to challenge yourself to do a different variation. Why am I so wobbly? I'm wobbly because my foot is so tight. Have a sense of humor, ladies. I know you were the one who taught me that. Up, open, T, center, across the midline. Nice balance. This strap just gave me a longer arm. That's all. Okay, I'm going to have it handy. Right foot lands, left knee up, kick the ball, Your choice. I can't even do this today, I'm so tight. That means we're doing hips next time. I like to make it a little smoother, so I'm gonna add my tool, my strap, my little friend. Here we go. Right foot lands, pick up the leg, find your stability, open. But here, I'm gonna fall again. I hope you're having a good laugh. Some of you I know watch this and don't actually do it. So I hope you're having a good laugh. Across the midline, back to center, release. And what would be a nice counter pose for our body as a gift? A squat, whatever that looks like in your body. That feels really good. So because it's Mother's Day, I'm not going to do another reading, but we talked about it earlier. The concept of a mother, a caregiver, someone who birthed you and your ideas, it doesn't have to be an actual mother. There can be a lot of sadness because in our society, around Mother's Day, we fixate on our birth mother, especially if we've lost them. It's really hard not to feel sorry for yourself. But can you shift that way of thinking to who are some other people in your life that provide the essence of a mother? Maybe write down the things that a mother you think provides and who in your life embodies that. It doesn't have to be an actual woman. Some people would flip it, Greta, and think about the whole earth as being our mother. We're taken care of, our needs are here, but they didn't actually give birth to us. So anyways, taking that concept of caring, loving, and in birthing your ideas and who you are as a person, where else can you look and thank that and show gratitude? Thank you so much for your effort. The good in me sees the good in you. Namaste.